where do you find the Nutrivore Score? I'm so glad you asked. I have calculated the Nutrivore Score, which is a measurement of nutrient density, scientifically defined as total nutrients per calorie, of nearly 8,000 foods. And that entire database is searchable and free to use on my website. So just go to nutrivore.com/search and put the name of whatever food you're interested in the search bar. While you're there, you can learn more about the Nutrivore Score. Its scientific foundation, the nutrients that go into the calculation, the algorithm, where all the data that went into the math came from. And most importantly, you can learn how to use the Nutrivore Score. Because while nutrient density is a fascinating lens through which to view food, and can be really reassuring if you're working on increasing dietary diversity after following a restrictive diet, but we never want to use the Nutrivore Score as our only metric for choosing foods. So nutrivore.com/search is where to go to just look up Nutrivore Scores. If you would rather kind of just peruse the Nutrivore Score database, oh, that's interesting. Oh, look, I didn't know that. Oh, that's really cool. Then I have two places you can do that. First is Appendix D in my book, Nutrivore, available wherever books are sold, but definitely most heavily discounted on Amazon. That appendix has Nutrivore Scores for about 700 foods in alphabetical order, so you can look up a food easily or just flip through it and find cool things. And if you want that, but for all 8,000 foods, that's available on my Patreon. It's like 220 some odd pages. And I actually have two versions of that giant spreadsheet. One where the foods are organized alphabetically, and one where the foods are organized from highest to lowest Nutrivore Score. So it just depends on what flavor of nerding out you're looking for. There's lots of other cool things on my Patreon. 2 podcast episodes every month, a nutrient fun fact sheet, which is like a little 2-page guide about a nutrient, and an ebook in a series. Right now, it's nutrients for health condition. So far, I've covered nutrients for stroke, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, bone health and osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. And coming next month is cancer. That's going to be a beefy one. So yeah, would love to see you on my Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/Nutrivore.